Jonas.
For a long time ago,
When people traveled with horses.
and showed the pride and honor in the battlefield with swords,
and when the children were playing with sticks and rocks,
There was a shy boy who was living in his cabin outside the big city. He used to visit the lake nearby where he philosophized about the moon.
the stars,
and the universe. One day he went to this lake and he saw a young, beautiful girl.
it was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen.
And later on that night he could not sleep because he was thinking of the girl he just had met.
Seconds became minutes, minutes became hours, and hours became days.
And after a month, he built some self-confidence and courage. He decided to visit the girl at the lake during sunset.
Luckily she was there. He saw her young, beautiful face by the reflection of the water.
She had long, beautiful hair, a color between brown and blonde.
It created a tint of gold. He walked towards her, smoothly put his hand on her shoulder, and nervously said,
Hi, can I ask for your name?
If you want to know my name, you have to tell me yours first.
My name is Willie, and I have seen you here for a couple of times.
Have you been stalking me?
No, it's just hard to keep my eyes off you.
No, that's so cute.
And what's your name then?
My name is Julie, but I'm so sorry. I really have to go home now. My parents are very strict when it comes to time.
Willie couldn't believe this moment. He had finally spoken to the girl he was in love with.
And on his way home, he saw an old blind man who was sitting in the corner begging for some money so he could feed himself with.
Willie was so happy that he gave half amount of his money to this blind man. And then he continued walking home.
Time passed, and after a year, Willie and Julie were engaged and they were waiting a baby.
They were happy. The love kept them alive, even though they had a very hard time to feed themselves with.
And now the time had come. Julie was about to give birth, and Willie had saved all his money for this unique moment.
Willie went to the big city to find a female doctor, and he searched, and searched, and finally he found a doctor. He brought her home to their cabin, and there she did her job.
After an intense hour, the baby was finally born.
Unfortunately, Julie died during the process, and Willie became insane and burst into tears.
Willie wanted to commit suicide. He went to a bridge. On the bridge, he took one step further, and further, and even further.
There he stood at the edge. He took a deep breath, and he was ready to jump.
But
Then he saw the female doctor running towards him with his recently born child in her arms. And the baby had
the baby's face had the same smile as Julie. Some tears fell off his cheek.
So Willie took his baby in his arms and started to walk on a lonely road while he sang for himself.
I'll walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I'll walk alone.
Na na
Na na
Na na.
na na.
That's it, Joseph.
Yeah! Woo!